Hey guys, topic today I want to talk about if something's not working for you, changing your approach. A lot of people, I think once they start, whether it's a diet or a training program or any sort of habit that they start, we don't want to be a quitter. You don't want to give up on things easily. That's really, really important, especially important objectives. You don't want to give up on those easily. But a lot of the time, in an effort to remain consistent both to ourselves and in the eyes of others, we will continue with something long past the fact that it's not working for us. We'll struggle to make it work for us. We'll tell people it's working for us. We'll do everything we can to just remain consistent with that, mainly because we don't want to be a quitter, and you don't want to turn into like the boy who cried wolf. So my major thing with this is if something is truly not working for you and you know inside that you have given it your best effort, you've given it your best reasonable effort to make it work for you, then you should be open to change and you should be willing to change. For me, I've experimented so much with so many different things that I understand this now. Those tiny steps along the path to help you achieve a bigger goal, those can change, and you should be open and flexible to having those change. I think Tony Robbins had said, you want to remain fixed in your goal, but flexible in your approach. And it's really, really important to do that. Whether it's diet, let's say you're trying to lose fat or to bulk on carnivore, and you've given it, all of the effort you can, and it's just not working for you. Well, maybe you can go back to the drawing board and you can see, what can I improve on? What can I change? What new experiment might I want to run on this? That's something that I do all the time. I'll just share with you guys, I'm having some aspartame right now. I'm enjoying a nice can of aspartame. This is one of those things where over time I've become more and more relaxed because I've pushed the bounds and I've experimented with so many different things that I understand what's most important for me to focus on, what's not as important for me to focus on. So for example, with this Diet Coke here, if I was having this multiple times a week, if I was having this maybe, let's say, every day a week, would I have a problem on my hands? Probably. Over time, that could accumulate and lead to some really big issues. If I'm having this once in a while, is that an issue, and do I need to beat myself up for it? In my opinion, no. And if you're always really, really strict and really fixed in your approach, you'll never know those kind of things. And to me, I want to incorporate as much variety and as many new experiences in my life as possible to simply enrich it, and also to learn from those experiments and to learn from those experiences. So the ultimate thing that I'm trying to share with everyone is that if something is not working for you, it is okay to experiment and to change it, and do not feel as if you are beholden or obligated to others, and you're forced to remain consistent simply because you don't want to be judged by others. Especially in our diet space, a lot of people have keto in their username, or carnivore in their username, or keto carnivore in their username, or it might be like maybe your mental health melody, or maybe your fitness Bob, or maybe your who knows, whatever it happens to be. And you box yourself in because you feel like you can't do anything other than what you have declared that you do. That ain't the case. You're a multifaceted human being who adjusts and changes and grows over time. And if you don't adjust and change and grow over time, then you are actually hindering your own growth, and you're probably regressing. So it's really, really important that you allow yourself to grow and that you allow yourself to remain authentic with that. With that being said, here's a perfect example. I have an online business, Primal Body. We focus on keto and carnivore muscle building, fat loss, and sculpting for women. Now, for me, my focus currently has been bulking. I have focused on bulking with carnivore for a very long time. I've given it a reasonable amount of effort, the most reasonable amount that I am willing to give for my current lifestyle. And it's been very difficult for me to gain weight because carnivore is really good for fat loss. And anytime I really focus on carnivore for bulking, I end up dropping more fat, and I get down to like 5-6% body fat, and I'm like, I'm trying to put weight on, I'm not trying to lose weight. I started incorporating one sweet potato or some pumpkin or some butternut squash at night, and boom, workouts go through the roof. You know, muscles are fuller than ever. I feel stronger than ever. I went from 153, I think, to 160, which I haven't been at 160 for a long time, and I feel incredible, and I'm finally starting to get some bulk and some size, as you can see in this video. Check out the shirt, by the way, Eat Meat, Save the Planet. Awesome stuff from ketogenic.com. But that's a side note. But the thing is, I was willing to experiment, and I'm literally kind of afraid of carbs sometimes, because I've had really bad experiences in the past where I get very addicted to them, my appetite goes through the roof, I start to gain body fat, my face gets fat, my stomach gets fat, my mental clarity goes down. So I was like, the last thing I want to do is bring carbs back into my diet. Quick intermission. Oh, that's good. The last thing I wanted to do was bring carbs back into my diet. Now that I have, you know, treaded out into those uncharted waters for myself, and I've tried incorporating the sweet potatoes or the butternut squash or pumpkin on a daily basis, I'm doing fine, and I realize I'm actually completely okay with that. Would I have known that otherwise? No. So I hope that you guys can take away from this that experimentation is okay, it's good, I think it's a really positive thing, and there's a balance to this all. You don't want to constantly jump from thing to thing and never give one strategy a fair shake. At the same time, if something is not working for you and you have tried, you know, as much as you can to make that thing work for you, you should be open to change. So, you know, people like these really concrete, straightforward answers, but the ultimate answer is stay focused on your big goals, stay flexible in your approach, and the one thing I can always say is never stop trying. That's fixed. Never stop trying, never reduce the amount of effort, keep going for it. That's it from me today, guys. Hope this helps, and I'll see you guys in the next video.